All right. So this week, obviously, we had Greg with us, a Batman cosplayer amongst
Hello.
many other cosplays. And Greg said, sure, I'll do this whole mindful nerd moment thing. I don't know what it is, but he's trusting me to walk him through. So, Greg, we appreciate you joining us again.
It's my pleasure.
So, since we've got a guest on, I'll just do a little bit of a refresher, which maybe for even our listeners, it's useful. When it comes to this mindful nerd moment, we're focused on mindfulness. So, mindfulness is helpful for mental wellness. It helps with stress and anxiety. It helps with focus and concentration. It's mainly just trying to help us not get so stuck in the past or the future and really taking in the present moment and trying to do it in a way where we're not adding labels or judgment to things. This is good, this is bad, I don't like that, I like this. And instead, just being an observer, a neutral observer of, I notice this is what I'm experiencing. This is what I notice. This is how I feel. Just to help hopefully give us just a useful tool for when life throws things at us. So, what I thought we could do today is we could envision putting on the Batman cowl since we've got Greg in his amazing Batman, Adam West Batman cosplay. So,
Nice.
Greg, feel free to actually put on the cowl, or you can imagine with us, because I don't know how long you've been having that on, what your hair might look like if you're feeling bashful.
No, I hear you. Unfortunately, I've come to this thing where I don't take the cowl off once I put it on.
You are totally
Um,
fine. Your
yeah,
identity is
I
going
was
to
coming
remain
back.
safe.
I was coming back from Dallas after meeting Adam West and Burt Ward.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
And
jealous.
that was amazing. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we stopped at a gas station, and my bat utility belt was really digging into my gut. The batarang was like poking in my back,
Oh,
sitting in the car and everything. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take this off. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It should be fine, right? So I took the belt off, put it in my trunk, took the cape off, put it in the trunk, and I took the cowl off, and I heard a little voice from a SUV screaming. And I turned, and there was just tears coming down his face. I was like, oh God. So ever since then, I'm traumatized.
3 in the
And I
morning.
cannot take the cowl off
God.
unless I'm all alone and I'm home.
that's
So I put the cowl
amazing.
on when I'm at home. I will go out, and then I'll be Batman the entire time. And then when I come back home, I can take the cowl off.
There we
That's
go.
amazing. Respect it. You can imagine along with us.
I
Yep.
will imagine.
You do not have to reveal your identity underneath that cowl.
I appreciate that.
I love it. All right. So what I'm going to do is start us off as I normally do. If you're comfortable with it, it can help to close your eyes just to help you focus. If you're not comfortable with that, just allowing your eyes to just, lose focus. You don't want to pay attention to anything in particular in the room. And at first, just notice your breath. Pay attention to what it's like to breathe in and out. Not worrying about changing it in any way, just using that to help you focus in on my voice and on the mindful nerd moment. And when you're ready, I want you to shift from yourself to being Batman. And in front of you is your cowl. The bat signal went up in the sky, and you were ready. And all that's left is the cowl. You look at it in front of you. You notice all the curves, the edges, the points. You notice where the light hits and where the shadows fall. You reach out and you hold it in both your hands. And you just take in this one brief moment before all the chaos is going to start. And you just take in the solidness of the cowl. And also where it might flex and bend. And you take a moment to appreciate this cowl. It shields your identity. It protects you from the violence. You lift it up and you turn it and place it on your head, feeling the pressure, noticing the shifts in sounds as it covers your ears, noticing the smell inside the cowl. And when it's finally positioned, you take a big, deep breath in and out. You do just a little smile to yourself, and you turn and walk toward the Batmobile, ready for a night to start. And now that we've placed on that cowl, we'll shift back to ourselves. We might not be as strong, but hopefully we've got a little bit less of a stressful night ahead of us. And I want you to breathe in as Batman, but breathe out as yourself. Breathe in, taking in the room around you, just kind of shifting a little bit in your seat. And when you're ready, we'll open our eyes and we'll refocus and wrap up the mindful nerd moment. So, Greg, I know that was brand new for you, and Keaton, you've done enough of these. You're probably sick of my voice.
Nope, absolutely not.
How was it?
That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. You know me, I love getting dressed up as Batman in my mind.
I
do it all the time.
I know. I was like, Keaton's going to love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just, I always love like doing these just because it's such a good exercise for whenever you're stressed out about something or just want to calm down or just take a moment to relax. It's always good to go through mindfulness exercises like this. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And Greg, how was it for you? There's no right or wrong answers, I promise.
No, I hear you. Wow. It's kind of hard to describe because I really enjoyed listening to you talk it through.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that, for somebody who's never worn a cowl like this, I think that it'd be an interesting experience.
Yeah. And that's what it's meant to be, is how do we take the things that we likely might take for granted and just, I would imagine you might be putting on a cowl to the point where if you're not really focused on it, you might be out the door and you don't even fully remember doing it. And so it's all about, how do I really take in and appreciate the moment?
Right.
A lot, kind of like, you were talking about doing charity work and all of these things. How do we really appreciate and slow down and bring a smile to the face or take in the moment?
I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I think that's definitely important in today's world. We're all rushing about trying to get things done, trying to get from one place to another. It's important to take a moment, like you're saying. And I can't remember who was saying it, but just looking up and enjoying the stars, and taking a moment to enjoy what's around you, nature and the people around you. Because I mean, yeah, it's just it's precious, these moments.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much for being with us today, Greg.
No problem.